hot chicken stock is the key to Thanksgiving.
What I do for turkey is I don't do a wet brine, I do a dry brine.
I like my turkey lightly brined before, almost like a seawater brine.
If you want to make a great turkey, you have to put a little bit of energy into it. Brining the turkey helps, that's for sure.
I'm not a briner personally. I like to naturally cook the turkey.
The turkey is going to taste like turkey. Just try to make the outside of it taste a little bit better than just like salt and pepper because it's bland.
Dry brine, I basically make a brine out of lemon zest, rosemary, thyme, salt, little pepper, and a little bit of paprika.
The brine has a touch of honey and a mix of spice, cinnamon and allspice and clove and cracked pepper.
I would just suggest seasoning it. Ground like cinnamon and cocoa powder and cumin and oregano.
You want to season your turkey well in advance. If you imagine putting like a little bit of salt on top of this thick piece of meat, you want that salt to get all the way down.
Leave the turkey based on the pound, 10 minutes per pound. If you don't want to brine it overnight, it's not necessary, but just enough so the flesh get a nice seasoning.
Whether you brine it in salty water or whether you just season it and do like a dry rub, doesn't really matter. It's a matter of time. So like 24 hours in advance is ideal. That will help to keep your turkey moist.
I always make a sage compound butter. Right before I'm gonna put my turkey into the oven, what I do is wash the brine off, cut little discs of the sage butter, and I shove them in between the skin and the meat.
I usually have a couple turkeys, and one of them I'll leave whole, like as the presentation, and then maybe one or two other ones, depending on how many people I have, I'll carve up. But I'll carve it up and I'll put it in trays, and I'll put hot chicken stock over it to kind of bring it back to temperature. Same thing with my dressings and some of my other side dishes. Hot chicken stock is the key. But I always roast it. Although I've smoked turkey the last couple of years, and I love it. It's amazing.
And I will really advise when you cook the turkey is to cook it at low temperature at the beginning.
Cook it really, really, really slowly if you're going to cook it whole. I like to take it apart. I cook the legs and the breast separately.
So the longer you cook your turkey, the safer the turkey will be for not being dry.
The little thing that they put in the turkey that's like pops up and it says turkey's ready, that's the first thing you want to throw away. Because that thing is designed for minimum liability to cook your turkey until it's completely hammered before it's even close to, popping out. So
What I like to do is cook the breasts on the bone and then take the legs off, salt them with herb de Provence and sea salt, and then confit them or cook them in duck fat. Shred that meat and put that into the stuffing. That's like the secret weapon.
if your oven's at 500 degrees, you can imagine that the outside of that turkey is going to be 500 degrees before the inside gets to be the 160 degrees it needs to be, and that outside is really, really overcooked. But if your oven is only at like 270, then by the time the inside is at 160, the outside will never get higher than 270. Get it?
The way I cook my turkey at the very end is I put the temp all the way up as high as I can, and I hammer it for about 45 minutes, just to really, really brown that skin.
And then after giving it just a flash for the skin at the end, it's often beautiful.
Golden brown and delicious, right? That's what we're looking for on Thanksgiving. Everything should just be golden brown and delicious.